There's one. Nice sunfish.
Today's episode is sponsored by
Outfit Outdoors. Well, it turns out that there is fish in this pond. I never thought there was just because I had never caught any. Nice little sunfish, bluegill there. Panfish, whatever. They're all hybrids up in here. Now, what I'm doing here is really interesting, and I'll show you guys as soon as I can get this hook out. I'm using ice fishing gear. Got a little jig head and a pink wax bug kind of deal that we got in the mystery tackle boxes. So basically what I'm doing is throwing this out there, and it's going to land like this because the bottom edge of that jig head is flat, and I'm just barely crawling it across. I'm not using any other weight, no bobber, nothing. And that's something that I like to do is right after ice out, still use ice fishing tackle for some of these panfish. Well, just had a largemouth on, probably only about 8 inches long. That's nice to see that those are in here too. Well, I had a nice little bass on over there, as you guys saw. He popped off right at the edge of the water there. No big deal. But everything's getting ready to spawn right now in this back corner. And I was around the entire pond today and didn't see any other fish until I got over here. But now I am going to add a split shot or two to this just so that I can cast it a little bit further. Well, I don't know what it was, but something took the tail right off of that. So I'm going to throw another one on here. I don't know if I have any more pink. I hope I do, because pink is the color right now. I know I have a couple green pumpkin ones, but pink is definitely the hot color. Like I said, guys, don't rule out ice fishing gear when it's not ice fishing season. Like I said, this jig especially, you can see there, it's got the flat bottom. And that's what's working so good, because it's just dragging across the bottom just like that. So I took the weight back off because, while it was nice to be able to cast farther, it was making every little bump when this dragged across the bottom feel like a fight. And I think the fish could also see it, because I didn't get a single look at it when I had the weight on there. So now we're just back to casting it 15 feet out. I let it sink for a second. Sometimes they'll pick it up right there. But then I'm just reeling in real slowly. I got my finger on the rod to feel, and I'm watching the line as best as I can. And then once it gets in a little closer, I can see it, so I can watch close to see if there's any fish coming in. There's one. Nice sunfish. There we go. So guys, what we're seeing here is that you can basically use any ice fishing tackle right after ice out. I'm not sure if it would work in my area on the rivers and lakes. I mean, maybe in a boat, just vertical jigging. But you know, these jigs and soft plastics are awesome. But the key is you have to drag them slow, and you have to let them sink. Because if you don't let them sink and you start reeling these in slow, they're never going to sink all the way to the bottom. And that's what you want for these, because you want them to look like bugs crawling across the bottom. Because right now, that's what's happening, is all the bugs are coming out from underground, and they're scurrying across the bottom. Go down below in the description box and click the subscribe button for me. And if you don't mind, I'm trying to get more followers on Snapchat. What I do is when I'm fishing, I will show you guys everything live so that you don't have to wait for the video to come out. My username is down below in the description box. I want to thank you guys very much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. My first bluegill for the warm water season. Definitely nice. I'll see you guys next week.